What's up, everybody? Reality Check with Rios. We got a special guest, a really important person in my life, someone that's played a vital role in my maturation, my growing as a person, becoming a positive, more better outlook in life. But he has been there along the way, every step of the way. And with no further ado, let's introduce my brother, ACEBOYMANNIE.
What up, y'all? What's going on?
How you doing today, man?
I'm good, man.
You good? You not too cool for school right now?
Nah, man.
You ready?
I'm good. I'm good to go.
You ready to go?
Let's go. Let's do it.
So be on no bullshit, man.
Hey, man, we'll keep it 100 with you, man.
Hey, we gonna hold this nigga accountable, man. We gonna hold him to the fire. We're not gonna let him skate.
And when I tell y'all why I act the way I act, y'all gonna be like, yeah, okay. And he go, it's gonna open his mind too. Watch. I'm gonna have a great question for him to ask. I'm gonna ask him when we get to that point when he asks me, why you act like this, man?
It's all good. Because I know why. I know the answers, but I just want you to relay what I know to the people that are interested, to the people that love us and follow us and support us. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Please like and subscribe. This is a podcast. This is Reality Check with Rios featuring Manny, and he's our special guest. He'll be around a lot more, but let's get right into it, okay?
Hold on. Before we get started,
yeah,
I want to say I'm proud of you for jumping out here in your growth in this podcasting business, man, or world.
Mm-hmm.
Like you and got in here and got your setup, man. I remember you had your little small setup upstairs and it's grown into this, man. You got all your equipment. Proud of you, man. That's
Thank
all
you,
I gotta
brother.
say, man.
I appreciate it. I think I was out there.
Oh yeah, you actually did start off in your front line.
I was out there in the front.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of progression, you know what I mean? Like, but I think we needed all of those levels to take place before we could get here. We can't just jump here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like without the experience or the trials and tribulations, the failures, the successes, because that builds you up for what you are now. You know what I mean? Like, and I think if I'd have had this, I wouldn't have been ready. To be honest, I didn't know everything that goes into this. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much that you have to get aware of or learn, get educated on. Like, you'll start doing it, you'll be like, oh shit, this don't look right. But you'll notice something's wrong that you would have never noticed.
Yeah.
You'd have just been going along with it. So, you know, I've had some help from like AD Pun, A1 Media, and then going on different podcasts and seeing how their setup was and just asking questions. So I'm proud of myself too, actually. Like I'm not even going to bullshit and act like, but it took me a while to get to where I'm at, but I had to invest in myself, you know what I mean? And not be scared to jump off the porch.
Yeah.
And that leads me to say, I'm also proud of you. I'm proud of you as a father, as a husband, as a brother, as a friend. You have been the rock in a lot of our life, right? Like you've always been solid. You've always been the consistent in a lot of our lives. And I'm just really proud of what you're doing with yourself, how you're going about living life with your wife, with your kids. Your kids love you. Your wife is in love with you. You pretty much have what a majority of men want in life. Yeah. Did you always envision that for yourself? Did you see that?
I envision myself being a better father than I would be a better partner, husband, or whatever, because, you know, back when we was younger, we was on a whole different time.
Right.
So I figured I would be on that time my whole life.
Okay.
And I would be like, I knew I was going to be be to my kids. I was like,
I know I'm going to be a good dad,
yeah,
but this tricky shit.
Yeah. I don't know what was going to happen with it. But as you get older and you realize the hurt that you bring into somebody that love you.
Right.
And did everything for you, you like, man, it's not even worth it. Like, I literally have everything at home.
Right.
Why do I need to be doing all this extra stuff? So once I cut that out, I became a way better husband.
But what?
Not a husband, but I became a better boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
And then I was mature enough to like settle down and become a husband.
So I know what it was for me, but I'll get into that. I want to ask it for you. Like, what was it for you that was that eye opener that really brought you back to your reality check? Like, hey, you better get your shit together because such and such, such and such. What brought you there? What took you to that point, or what was your eye opener?
I realized my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, like she literally does everything. She like I have no
Hold on. Shout out my sister Franny. Yeah. Francis, I love you. You're an amazing woman. You have done amazing things in my brother's life. And he is who he is because of you and you because of him. And you guys are a great team. And I love you. And you guys are inspiration and motivation to a lot of people out here. But I love you, Franny. Now let's get back to your lesser self.
Yeah, there was nothing I was missing.
Okay.
In my relationship. Like, it was just me being selfish.
Right.
Like, she stimulates me mentally. She's funny as hell. She's caring and loving. She does everything. She's a great mom. Like, literally nothing that I needed from anybody else. So me doing anything that I was doing, entertaining people back in the day,
right.
It was just me being selfish and like growing up in an environment.
Immature.
Yeah, and growing up in an environment where we were like, oh, we got to conquer and we got to get this and that. And once I realized that was for the birds, I was like, I can't do this no more. And I hurt her a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I hate the hurt that I put her through.
Right.
So that helped me realize, I'm like, I don't never want to embarrass or hurt my wife again.
Put her in that situation.
Yeah, my girlfriend or my wife again.
So I guess what I'm really asking, I'm not trying to dig too far and get too, you don't have to get detailed, but like, was it your mom talking to you, your sisters talking to you, or a conversation that you and Franny had that was like, Franny, that you had that like was the eye opener? Can you recall to an exact moment that it was like, boom, this is real?
To be honest, the one thing that really opened my eyes was a conversation. It was one day you came to my parents' house.
Me?
Yes. It wasn't my relationship with Francis.
Okay.
It was my previous relationship.
Okay.
And I was doing some deceitful stuff. I had an extra phone. And I was like,
oh yeah, you was on your player shit. Yeah.
And you came in there and you told me you was totally faded. And I was telling you what I was doing.
This was me prior to today.
Yeah. And you told me, you was like, bro.
Wait, I was faded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like faded. Like I had picked you up and brought you over there.
Okay.
And you was like, hey, man. And I told you what I was doing. You was like, what is wrong with you? You was like, God will not bless you with a woman like this if you go into this level to be deceitful to her.
Right.
When she does, like, my last
yeah.
She was great.
Shout her out.
But you told me that, and then you was like, you're not going to keep her.
Right.
And sure enough, I didn't.
Right.
So I learned my lesson. I was still like, after that situation, still doing whatever. And then it just got old. And I was like, I just can't do this anymore.
Like a ton of bricks.
Like that was always in the back of my head.
Like, this is full Rios told me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so I kind of remember, because I've remember you talking about this before, and it's like the lines of like, God is not going to allow his angels to continue to be hurt. You know what I mean? And when you get a good one and you misbehave and you treat them wrong, it's not going to be a reoccurring thing. It's going to end.
Yeah.
And if you don't change and become who you need to be, you'll never get that back. But thank God that you ended up where you were and with who you are and where you're supposed to be, and both of you guys meeting each other. But I don't know what my drunk ass, why I said that or why I got there.
Talking through you to me, man.
Because you've always been in a relationship. You've always been, and I never saw you being that, right? Like that was a new thing, because you were always a good boyfriend, always committed, doing the right thing, loyal. Nah, niggas, I cannot go. I got to do this. We're like, oh, come on, man. Yeah. And you were always like, no, I'm not bullshitting. And I think what it was, I started seeing you act like us or like the others. And it was like, I knew that we were drinking, we were doing gangbanging, doing the wrong things. I think I kind of saw you going in that direction. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, this ain't you. Like, you're the good one of us. You know what I mean? Like, you're the good energy. You're the one that walks us off the ledge. You know what I mean? And it was just like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? It may seem fun and like this and right now, but it's going to backfire. So,
and that's what it was. Running around out in the streets, hanging out. Like, man, they doing this. Like, I'm supposed to be doing this. Lying, leaving the house.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. The peer pressure got me and had me lose my way for some years, and then pulled myself together and
Well, I'm glad you
Solid,
did.
man.
I'm glad that whatever went through me to talk like that, talk to you about it, because it must have been really on my mind or on my heart to say that. So shout out to me, man.
I was sharing that I was sharing that information to you like it was like you was like, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's gonna work. You was like, nah, bro, you foul.
Oh yeah, because you was trying to tell us. I was like, that's not impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like that. Oh, thank you, baby.
At all. Like, cut it out, buddy.
Like, that's not cool. But okay, so I don't know if people know if or if we've ever mentioned it, but you're Xander's godfather. I'm Elijah's godfather. Like, we're each other's children, each other's sons' godfathers. And you were my best man in my wedding.
And you were my best man in my wedding.
So this is something that has, I think we were 9, 8,
7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. I can't remember.
8, 9 years old when we met each other, and we met each other through track, running track in sports. But we've been by each other's side the whole way, all the way along. And I just want to put that out there. Like, this is not just something that we be debating, going back and forth. It's just we met each other, and that's how we've been like this forever. And this is like my for real brother. Love him to death. Anything happens to him, his kids are my kids, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But I will say that when we were in high school, let's talk about this. How did you ever see me in the light of being married?
Never. Not at all, man. I didn't see anybody being able to deal with you, man. Not even yourself.
Man. Oh my God.
This
guy
was a Tasmanian devil. Well, you was cool when we were younger.
Right.
And then things happened. And then you just start taking you instead of going straight, you was like, I'm gonna go ahead and make this left right here.
Hard left.
This one made a hard left. It was, oh man, there's so much stuff that that happened. I couldn't even believe it, man.
But let's talk about it, because this is reality check, right?
Yeah.
And this is real, because it's people that are dealing with sons, probably parents dealing with sons, or are dealing with a child that might be rebelling, or friends are dealing with a friend that's rebelling or going down the wrong road, and they see them doing it, like, and they may need advice or whatever.
Yeah.
But because I know you witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah.
You witnessed it from
being on the right path to going left to where you are now.
And so what was going through your mind as that was happening to me? Like, as I was going through that.
I was disappointed in you, man.
Right.
Because my expectations was way higher. I was like, you know better. Like, your parents didn't have you doing this stuff. Like, you just out here just wilding just because you want to wild. Like, the homies, they cool, man. And like, you see, we all got the same homies.
Right.
But I'm like, you know what? That's not what I'm going to do.
Right.
Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. I'm going to be over with my girl while y'all doing all that stuff. I see y'all when y'all come back.
What do you attribute that to? The strength that you had to not be a follower? Because you were never a follower. You've always disagreed.
Always.
You've always disagreed, and you've never been a follower. Like, where did you get that strength from? Like, where did that come from? Because we didn't have it.
Yeah. Man, I can't really pinpoint where it came from. I just think having a girl always made me like, I'm gonna just hang out with my girl.
Right.
Like, that's why I know how to maintain a relationship, because I've always been in one, and it's not new to me. I've been in a relationship since I was in the 9th grade. So
right.
I know how to, like, some people wait until, like, they play in the streets the whole time, and then as they get older, they trying to figure out how to be a good boyfriend or husband or lover, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Because they never had any experience back in the day, because they used to just do whatever the heck they wanted to do. So as you get older and you're trying to figure this stuff out, you can't calm down or get yourself to lock in on that one person. So
because you've been conditioned to be another way.
Yeah, for all these years, it's like, I'm supposed to just be doing this with. So I've always had that foundation of a girlfriend that kept me balanced, and my girls have always been like solid women.
Right.
They weren't like putting me through the ringer and on the streets.
Well, you were always smart. You was always a handsome dude. You always had access to what a lot of other people didn't have access to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you were always top tier, right? Girls liked you or whatever, but you dialed in. And I will say in the 9th grade, because 8th grade, 9th grade is where I started like veering off, right? And so a big part was like, damn, my nigga, my best friend, my brother, you were at Savannah.
Yeah.
I was at Poly on the east side, where my family's from, and like just, you know, off to my own vices. And Amio was my other dude, and he kind of was on his girl shit. And I just ventured into my own stuff. And then my parents had got a divorce. My Uncle Marvin committed suicide. My family, like the women in my family, like, you need to be a man and go see his body, you know what I mean? Yeah. And go look at him. And so seeing his dead body, like with the bullet hole and stuff, and then the divorce, and then my grandma started getting, my grandma got sick. And so all that shit started happening around the same time. And then in the 9th grade, you were not available. You know what I mean? Like, you were at Savannah
until 7th period.
Until 7th period, till we had track. And then you were occupied, you know what I mean? So I was just like already tripping, you know what I mean? Trying to deal with my stuff. And that's like where it veered off, you know what I mean? I was just like, you know what?
I'm gonna hang with these guys.
I'm gonna hang with these guys, and not even just hang with these guys. I'm gonna show these guys that this is what it is. They're like, this is how you be with the business. Yeah. You know?
And they was doing some way out stuff. I ain't gonna even talk about it. These cats is wild, man.
Oh, man. And it's crazy because at the time, I remember you asking me, like, what's wrong? Yeah. What's wrong? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm fine, nigga. I'm cool. Like, I'm doing what I want to do. But at the time, I didn't really know what was affected. I didn't even know that I was being affected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was in it. So like, I was like, nigga, what do you mean what's wrong with me? Like, this is what it is. But only somebody that's bothered or that's gone through some trauma is putting trauma on other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Only someone that's traumatized can traumatize other people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so I had not dealt with my demons. I was just a baby, nigga. I was 14 years old. And I didn't know that my uncle's death had fucked me up that bad. You know what I mean? Because reflecting back on it, I did the exact opposite of what I was to impress his death. You know what I mean? Like I got to be this, I got to be that. And it's like, damn, reflecting, you could pinpoint, but that's how I've gotten better, by being able to go back and look at what went wrong and this and that. And you were always there saying, Jay, you fucking up, dude.
Man, I was disappointed, but I didn't know. Like, we don't have any knowledge. I was a kid too.
You will always say, nigga, your dad you got a good dad, you got a good mom. You're not knowing that, like, my dad had been through what he was going through, and then the halfway houses, and then my mom, like, being where she's at. It just, from the outside, it always looked good. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. But I think because sometimes we can compare our pain to other people's pain, and you've been through shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're like, nigga, like, so what? Yeah. Like, get over it. And you've always been that get over it person. Like, nigga, like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. And now my wife is on my ass about that now to this day. She's like, not everybody can handle situations the way you do. Right. So you can't expect people to just get over stuff. Because I'm like, you know what? If it's out of my control, there's literally nothing I can do. Right. Like, I can't just, like, I'm not going to sit here and harp or be pissed about something that happened that I cannot change whatsoever. But if it's something I can change, then I'll do what I need to do to change it. But if it's something that's finite and I just got to deal with it, I'm like, what can I do?
What can I do?
It's over.
It's over.
Whatever happened, whether it's something from a court or in life, whatever it is like, it is what it is. Like, what can I do? Mm-hmm. It's over. Like, I'm not about to sit here and ruin my day.
Ruin my day over something that I can't.
It's just done.
And that's the other thing, too. So let's get to that, because you've always been also... And I wonder if there's more, like, I've met a couple people that have this same disposition or outlook, is like, get over your depression. Like, that shit, like, nigga, like, what? Get over it. Look at what you got. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you've always had that, what is that cup half empty, half full?
Yeah.
Like,
my cup is always half full.
Half full. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you got all this stuff. Get over it. And I look and I'm like, is that Muhammad? Is that Zarifa? Like,
it could be. But, you know, our parents, like, we come from a different generation where our parents didn't really, like, just talking to us about their feelings and what they were going through. Like, if they were talking to us, it's either about school, religion, cleaning up chores and stuff. We never just, like, chopped it up and, like, well, you know, this is how I dealt with this and that. Like, we didn't get that from our parents. So it could be from them. Very well be from one of them, and I still don't know to this day because, like, we still have the same relationship, same conversations that we had back in the day. Right. We don't really like you go to your parents for advice, and they give you at this point as an adult, but like we still don't have that conversation where they're like talking about what happened in their life and how they dealt with it and how they deal with their friends who do this stuff. Like, that's not a conversation that I've had. Maybe I should have that conversation just so I can get some clarity on.
I think that would be beneficial, but maybe our parents, maybe your parents went through some shit. I ain't talking about that. Like, we're in a different place now. You know what I mean? Like, we're in a different, because our childhood is no comparison to their childhood.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so, but I think possibly growing up with as many brothers and sisters that you have may have helped build up a thicker skin or how to deal with certain situations or issues. You know, do you have a certain relationship, a certain brother or sister that's like your go-to? That's like your closest? Not, I don't want to say love more or closest, but
I love them all.
Yeah, of course.
I used to confide in my sister Camila all the time. But as I got older, I just realized like telling your issues or whatever. And I haven't really had any issues in a long, long time. So there's nothing like for me to reach out to them about to get advice on, like financially, relationships, like everything's just been like kind of solid.
Yeah, it's been steady.
Years.
For sure.
So I haven't had any real issues to like call people and like, this is going on. What do you think I should do to get advice on anything? So that's kind of been a steady part of my life for a long time. So I don't really reach out to them for that stuff, but like just shooting the shit, like talking sports. And this is what we talk about.
So
like,
I think you probably use their life as examples.
Yeah.
You see what they do and what's positive, what's negative, what's beneficial, what's not.
Yeah.
And you put that in the Rolodex, like this is how you move through life. I'm not drinking. Look at these fools.
Yeah.
Look how these fools is acting off that shit. Like, you've been a watcher.
Yeah. And I'm always giving them a hard time about things that I don't agree with.
Right.
And they be like, man, why you always pressing people? I'm like, hey, man, because I got to, man. Like, somebody got to do this. I got to press y'all. I'm pressing my nieces and nephews, man. I be on their ass, man, because I got expectations for them. And if my siblings don't have the same expectations, it's kind of like, I'm like, come on, y'all. We got to set them up to be better than us.
Yeah.
We don't want them to be equal to or lesser than us. We want them to be better than us in everything. And that's what my expectations are. And they still have time, but it's just like, y'all got to prioritize what's important and what's not. Like, say the bullshit for later, because that'll always be available.
Right.
Like, handle business and do things the right way and progress your life so you can be in a better position.
It's an easier life.
Yeah.
You don't have to bump your head and do extra bullshit because of the mistakes you make. Just do the right thing.
Exactly.
So that's great segue into you as a father. You became a father before all of us. Yeah. With Kayla, my baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
shout out Kayla.
Shout out Kayla. Like,
greatest kid ever.
Greatest kid ever. And she brought something to all of our life. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was like a maturation to some sense. Like, we didn't mature all the way through the roof, but it was just like, oh shit, Manny's got to do this. Like, oh, we got to go get this. And it was like a responsibility and accountability that we never really had. Like, we had Karan, we had your niece, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like
it was different. She was like a niece, and we saw her as a niece, as opposed to like your actual daughter. You're like, okay, I got to tighten it up. That
was like an eye-opener. Like, oh, shoot, Manny is working. Manny's taking care of Kayla, who is not necessarily not your daughter by blood, but is 100% your daughter.
Yeah, because I've been with her since she was 6 months.
Just like JJ with Ayana.
Yeah.
So my first son, JJ, is from a previous relationship that I destroyed. And I love JJ's mom to death. At the time, I was so immature that I wouldn't take any of the blame.
Yeah.
Like, and I would just completely be like, oh, it's all on her. If she would have did this, I wouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
If she would be this way, and I wasn't taking any accountability or responsibility in a relationship that takes two people.
Yep.
And I was a hell of a motherfucker to deal with, right? And so I constantly was just putting it on her. But now that I look back, I'm like, it was all me. And I ruined that relationship. And I love her very much to this day. And I love Jason's relationship with her and everything. And I promote that. But it takes a certain kind of person with certain kind of strength to be able to step up into another child's life and to bring them in as their own.
Exactly.
JJ going out.
Yeah, it definitely does, man.
So talk to us about that.
You know, she's just a great kid. I loved her mom to death. And Kayla was like, I was like, I got to be here for this little girl. Like, she is my everything. Like,
right.
From the moment I met her, I was like, I'm here 100% because right. The other situation wasn't going the way it was supposed to go. And I'm like, she ain't going to miss nothing while I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, she ain't missed a single beat.
She ain't missed a
21
damn beat.
years.
Has been successful her whole life.
Yeah, straight A student pretty much her whole life. Maybe lowest GPA is probably like a 3.8. And she's in college with a 4.0 all 3 years going into her senior year at LSU.
Kayla like Baylor, we love
I'm
you,
proud
girl.
of her.
We love her so much, and she's set such a damn high standard for all the other kids.
Yeah. She literally has never been in trouble. The only time she got in trouble, I've been mad at her. I have some chocolate-covered almonds from Costco.
Which, those are the devil.
Yeah.
The chocolate-covered almonds from Costco, don't get them. They're the devil. They are ridiculous.
Yeah, they fire. So I had them, and like you said, they're the devil. So I'm eating those things all day. So I had like a little bit left. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to come. After I think I was at the gym or whatever I was doing, I came back home. I was like, look under my cabinet where my almonds are. I was like, where my almonds at? I was like, Kayla, you eat my almonds? She was like, no. I was like, Francis, you eat them? She's like, no. And I know the two little ones, they don't even open it at the time.
Right, lies.
Yeah. I'm like, she's like, maybe, Kayla's like, maybe the housekeeper ate them. I was like, why does the housekeeper eat these my almonds? Like, that don't even make any sense.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, hey, Francis, go in there and get to the bottom of it, because I'm pissed right now. She was like,
don't mess with him and his food.
Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I talked to her, and she said that she ate them. I was like, you got to whoop her. Because, you know, my things with my kids that I have.
Do not lie.
I don't have zero tolerance for. Do not lie. Don't be disrespectful to adults.
Right.
And handle which school. Those are the three things that I don't, there's no negotiation with that. Like, I'm tripping.
Right.
But everything else, like, I don't care about all this other stuff. Like, you kids, shit happened, and we all did stuff. Mm-hmm. But those three things, I stand firm on them and don't break it at all. So I was like, you know, you gotta, I was like, go get her. So she's there. And our whoopings, when we whoop our kids, they ain't nothing. They get 3 hits. That's it. Nothing over 3 ever. So she hit her, Francis crying. I'm like,
yeah, you did that over your greediness. What's your obsession with food? Like, what did that
I have no idea, man. I love food, man.
Like, ever since I've known you, you have been greedy.
I have.
A greedy person for food.
It was at one point, I didn't even share food. Like, if somebody asked me for something, it took everything in me to allow somebody to get a piece of something.
You used to get whoopings for eating. Too fast.
My dad be like, you ate so fast, you don't even know you ate. And I still eat fast to this day. I'm trying to slow down. I remember when I first met my wife, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to probably be done, like, in a few minutes. Just eat your food. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get all concerned and think I'm ready to go. Like, just eat your food. I'm going to be done fast. She's like, ew.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a problem. So let's not even, I don't want to get away from the parent. I don't want to get away from not just the parenting from Kayla. No. Because have you told her how important and significant she was to you and is to you in your life?
Absolutely. Me and Kayla, we sat down plenty of nights at the table talking for like 2-3 hours just about everything. I've told her all kind of stuff that I really don't want to share.
Yeah, of course.
On camera,
yeah.
But
just the fact that,
we had great conversations, and she knows my stance on pretty much everything as far as decisions if she decided to make, and that regardless of what she do, I'm a lover and it ain't gonna change anything.
Right.
So Kayla's locked in.
How important do you think it is, not just for you to say that, but how important is it for her to hear that and to be able to receive the, not accolades, but the love and the recognition of how important she is to you?
I think it's very important because they need to hear that, because even though you're there and you're doing everything for them that you do for everybody, nobody's getting treated differently. Everybody's getting treated equally, other than being an older kid and you having more expectations or responsibilities than the younger kids. It's important to communicate that to the oldest or to your step kid or whatever you want to call.
Yeah, your child, just your child in general.
Yeah. So you let them know, and it takes a burden off their back, and you feel relieved. Because I remember when I was telling her, like, just talking to her about shit, she was like thankful, crying. It was an emotional conversation, and I'm glad I had it, and I'm sure she's glad we had it, and it just made everything just come full circle, and she understands our relationship.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And she's smarter than you.
Absolutely. She's the smartest person in the family. By far.
She's smarter than me.
She's the smartest person in the family.
She's ridiculously smart, you know what I mean? And she is, like, and the thing about her is when she, and now, I'm not just gloating, Araya, Elijah, Xander, Zaya, JJ, they're all amazing.
Yeah.
But I always saw her through her eyes, her like processing and looking at things like, has she ever seen you cry?
I think she saw me cry when I dropped her off at when we were leaving after we checked her in
to college.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee, I did not look forward to that.
But before we left, like, I was getting emotional. Remember I called you? I was leaving.
Yeah.
I was just leaving the house, and I was just driving
Fucked
around
up.
crying.
Yeah.
And then I come back home like nothing happened, acting like I was going to the store to go get groceries or whatever, pretending like I was going to go shop for something.
This nigga was calling me broke down. And I was like trying to hold my shit together because that's my baby too. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, damn, I know this shit hurts. But it's so funny the extents that we'll go to, like, because we'll show you emotion, but I don't want to show you this uncontrolled.
Yeah, I was like, my goodness, man. I was like, pull yourself together, B. I was driving around, come back home, man, act like nothing happened. And even when we were like leaving and she was hugging like her grandma and her siblings, Araya and Elijah, and I'm like that was getting to me. So I was like, let me get inside the
start doing stuff. Let me start doing stuff.
Putting this luggage away so we can go to this airport. So she didn't see me, and then I'm in the car like man, that was tough. Like, they don't tell you about that. That's what nobody tell you about, that part of sending your kid off to college, especially when they're out of state.
Oh,
so she's clean across the country. Like, she's never been away from me for longer than we've been on vacation.
Right.
Which would be anywhere from 7 days or whatever.
That's it.
So for her to be clean across the country, and I'm not there, like, because I always want to be able to, like, just be able to pop up if anything happened. And like, I'm here to save the day. And I'm like, I know I can't do this. So I'm like, that was like really bothering me. Like,
so you felt out of control. Like, you
I had no control.
You had no control of what the possibilities were.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because you know, if she's close, if this happens, I could do this. If this happens, I could do this. You know, it's a 24-hour gap.
And even if I couldn't reach it, I can hit one of y'all. Like, hey, can y'all please go over here? Because this is happening.
Right.
But I don't have any of that. Like, I have no contacts in Louisiana, Baton Rouge. So I'm just like, oh my God, man. How does this work? For car breakdown, if she stuck outside the house, who gonna have the key for it? Because, you know, kids do stuff. Right. You like, I'll be home in 5 minutes, 15 minutes to open the door for you.
But you guys have been so supportive, though. Like, out of, like, parents and kids going to school, you guys go out there multiple times a year.
Yeah.
And go and visit her birthdays and this and that. And it's like, and I don't want to say this and sound ignorant, but I've never really seen that from us. I've seen that from, like, white people, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, where they, like, do their laundry at the house or what, like, that college stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that you're doing, that you're going through, is like my first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my first experience or my first being able to witness it. And I'm using it as my preparation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I will tell anybody whose kid is going off, any of our people, I'm telling, like, hey, bro, be prepared to get, like, crazy emotional when your first gets sent off. Like, or even your last, because maybe your last, you're like, oh man, now I'm about to have an empty nest. This is my baby, whether it's your son or your You like, so you like, I don't, and you know your kids like mentality, like, am I confident that this kid is gonna be able to handle himself or herself out here away from us without our guidance? Like, are they gonna get buck wild? Are they gonna lose their way? Are they gonna? Because Kayla, she was like, she's been like,
she's not sheltered though.
Yeah,
she's not sheltered.
She's not sheltered at all.
Kayla made the decisions to be reserved.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you made her be reserved.
Yeah, we didn't stop her from
that was just her disposition. Now, I would say, like, if somebody is, like, putting restraints and cuffing their kid, like, you can't go here, you can't. You guys have always been supportive. Like, Kayla, why you don't go?
Yeah, I tell them, like, y'all go do something.
Right.
Go outside and do something. Like, where y'all friends at? Y'all nobody going to the mall, nobody going to the movies, y'all not going to amusement parks. Y'all gonna hang out in the house all summer?
Right.
Like, y'all got to find something to do. Like, I'm pushing them out to go experience, like, it's more than just being in your room on your phone and reading books. Well, reading books is fine, but go outside.
Who took it harder, you or Franny?
Frances, like, showed her.
Because Frances is strong.
Yeah, but she's a baby when it comes to, like, the kids and shit. Like, she gets soft at times, but you'll never see it because she gonna hold that shit. Yeah, and she can go with the best of them, homie.
Right.
She don't bend
I've seen her battle everybody. Nigga, it's not stand down.
From my dad all the way down to Little Cash, the youngest person in the family. Well, Nyla's the youngest now. Shit. Like, she'll go with anybody and hold her on.
Straight up, with no hesitation.
But she's emotional when it comes to the kids. And, like, even when we just left Kayla this last time, she was crying. Like, I'm more comfortable now because I see Kayla can handle herself. Yeah. So I don't get emotional when I leave her. Like, I'm sad that I'm leaving, but it don't bother me to where I don't feel like I don't have control, like you were saying earlier.
But your emotions are attached to control.
Yeah.
This is what I truly believe. Franny's emotions are attached to being outgrown. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't need me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, she's growing into a woman. Yeah. She's going into who she's going to be. Like us, we want that. Like, we want you to be.
Like, I'm happy, I'm proud, I see you. Like, yes.
Okay, yes.
You still my baby, but you're not my baby.
And so with the woman, it's like, I think it's just like, fuck, like,
I'm losing my baby.
I'm losing my baby because now you're going off to be a woman. Yeah. And she knows what it's like to go off and be a woman. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to do your things on. But as a dad, we always have that. Like, we all, like, she's never not gonna be that. Yeah. This is like, as they get to become women, they're like, nah, I got this. Like, I'm good. But they'll never be like that with their dad. Never. Because they don't understand what it's like to be a man. They're starting to understand what it's like to be a woman. Yep. So she'll always come back like, this is what this fool did.
Yeah, she called me all the time. She'll call me all the time with stuff. Like, she'll be like, I'm trying to make this. What do I buy? Like, she still reach out and, like, and I try not to be overbearing, like calling her every day and all this stuff. Like, we have, like, group chats with the family.
How many group chats are you in?
Oh, man. I can't even count.
Damn.
It's got to be over, like, it's got to be like 30 of them, man, if not more.
You are a popular motherfucker, though. Everybody goes to you and talks to you.
Yeah. So we got, like, the family chat with all 5 of us. Then we got one with just me, Frances, and Kayla, because the adults. Mm-hmm. And then we got a giant one with everybody in the family. So
you got a big family, too. Y'all don't even understand.
Yeah, it's crazy. It don't even make sense. But she'll reach out to me and I try not to be overbearing and, like, just intrude on her life. Like, she called me and wanted to talk to me or something. Call me. Like, I want her to feel like she misses me. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not.
No, that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be so overbearing where you're like, damn, this nigga's calling me again.
Yeah. Like when I call, I want her to be like, oh, Dad calling.
Dad's calling.
Exactly. And when she called, I, like, get pumped up. Like, I see her number. I'm like, I'm stopping.
About to have a good conversation.
She called me, hey, Buttes.
Yeah.
And then we just chop it up. Like, that's how I want it to be instead of, like, me just calling her every single day, making sure how was work, how was school. Like, then the conversation gets kind of
dry. Yeah. It dies down.
Yeah. So I just keep it to a minimum. And when she calls, she calls. If I need to call her about something, or I'm just calling her just like, oh, I ain't talked to Kayla in a minute. I'm driving home from somewhere. Let me call her and see what's up with her.
That's beautiful. That's really a beautiful thing
too. She's
working, going to school on her own. That's such a beautiful thing because just seeing it, the whole process. You know what I mean? Like, and now it's like we're beyond thinking about school. Now we're thinking about marriage. Like, she's gonna get married someday. Like, she's about to be done.
Yeah.
She's gonna get her first career job. You know, like she's off to the other phase.
Yeah. And she takes working seriously. Like it was even to the point where she didn't even come home this summer because she was like, I still have to pay bills, even though her job would allow her to be off and go home.
Yeah, I wonder where she gets her work ethic from. Both her damn parents
work forever.
And are
I've been working
diligent,
since 16, yeah.
Diligent workers. And
don't jump between jobs. Like we've had the same, like been in my company for 20 years, man.
That
like,
brings up a good topic.
Yeah.
So you've always been consistent with your work and you going to school. Whatever you do it routinely.
Yeah.
You're a routine person. This is how I wake up. This is how I go to sleep. This is what I do before I leave. That's you.
Yeah.
So I'm like in a moment right now where I'm very proud of you. You know what I mean? Like I'm always proud of you. You've always been doing stuff, but to me, you're taking a step out of the normal Manny. Yeah, what you would normally do, your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Even with this camera shit, even with the cooking on camera and this and that, but even further to say like going into the venture of being a chef.
Yeah.
Something that you've been doing lately for like 10 years or whatever, but like actually going out to be a chef. How did you get to the point where you're like, you know what, this is a possibility of a career change and I'm going to do it when that's not who you've ever been?
Exactly. I'm more comfortable with being consistent and having a consistent.
This is what tomorrow is. Yeah. This is what the next week
is.
And
I know everything's going to be consistent. It was just, working for corporations, you realize like you're really giving all your life to a whole entity that doesn't even care about you. Like they don't give two craps about you. I die tomorrow, they go like, all right, send my family a gift card or
send
something.
The next one in.
Yeah, and you got somebody right there to fill in my spot. All right, here go. Get that vehicle right there. That's there. You.
That's the dead guy's vehicle.
Yeah. He actually died in it. But don't worry, we prayed over it. They don't even pray. But so I was like, you know what? And then like think something I got injured at work and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this time to reevaluate everything. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna go back. I'm gonna just figure this out and do my own thing and take it from there and see what happens. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm working on my content.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I'm not pushing out as much content as I need to because it's a cameraman. Like, you know I'm about to
get on you.
Yeah. You got to spend money.
Right.
So I bought all this equipment and I got everything I need. But now it's just Kayla's going to college, so she can't record.
Mm-hmm.
Araya and Elijah are at school,
right?
So they can't record. Francis is at work. So I'm sitting at the house and I was doing the still camera and I was like, I just don't like it, man.
But you want the camera to be moving around?
Yeah, I want
the B footage or okay.
I just want
well, why do you
multiple shots?
Why do you have to be so particular, Manny? What is it? Why do you have to be so particular?
I want things a certain way. You know that's how I am. That's why I was pissed off when you was over at the other park instead of
at the barbecue.
Yeah, like stuff just be pissing me off, man. I be wanting stuff I just need it that way. It's just the way it is.
But nothing is gonna be perfect.
Absolutely.
Nothing is gonna be fucking perfect. Like, why does it have to be perfect? And even the final outcome of it, even when it goes the way exactly you want it, it's still not perfect.
Because when another thing why I like for someone to be there, because they can bring my personality out.
Okay.
Like when I got the camera just sitting there and I'm moving around and doing it, so I'm being the director,
producer. Yeah.
I'm producing it. I'm making a meal. I'm cleaning up.
The chef, the videographer, the director.
Yeah. So now
I don't know nothing about that.
So now I'm losing all of my.
Come on, cuz.
So now I'm losing all my energy because I'm like, what I could have got done in an hour, it's taking me 4 hours to do. Like it took me 4 hours to shoot this, and I could have done this in an hour if somebody would have been here.
Right.
Because all I need them to do, all right, this is what I want you to capture in me doing this. And they capture it. All right, now let me clean this away. All right, now this is the next scene. But when it's just me, it's like, oh man, it is crazy, man. And it just, so now I'm just like, all right, so now I'm going to do this. And I'm like losing my energy because I'm not even focusing on it. I'm just like, but if somebody there, you can feed off their energy. They can nah, you don't say that. You saying too much. You saying too much. You're doing this too much. And then I just send the video, and when I do have someone there to record, I chop the video up, send it to Suave. Shout out Suave.
Shout out Suave.
He
Suave
clutch,
Creations.
man.
Suave Creations, editing, thumbnails is a clutch dude, man.
Like,
He's
y'all really
a
need
big
to
part
mess
of
with him.
all of the stuff that I got going on. He's got a lot of influence in like how to edit and what to edit and how it comes out. Suave Creations, big shout out to him.
And he's good.
And he's good.
But you got to give him some direction sometimes, because he like to try and put his own twist on something. Like, hey, buddy.
But that's everything, though.
Yeah, he's
That's
like, hey,
everything.
buddy, I didn't ask you to do that.
You can't just let go of something and say, go do with it what you want.
Yeah.
You have to give guidance and like detail to what you want. But,
but he'll always perfect it and get it to how you want it. And he'll keep in contact with you. Yeah. So anybody needs something, hit up Suave Creations, man.
Vital to the process.
Yeah.
Suave is vital to my process. I'm not even going to front on it at all.
Like, all my videos has been booming with the thumbnails and all that stuff. That was all Suave. He still got some stuff he's sitting on that I don't know what he waiting on, but I can talk to him about that personally.
The fuck you doing, Suave?
Yeah.
Let's get going.
I gave him some videos, boy, from June. I'm still waiting. Who he is? September?
Hey, man, beggars can't be choosers, dog.
Hey,
like,
man.
Just be happy with what you get.
I'm
you
happy
get
with
what
what
you
I
get,
got,
you
man.
don't complain.
I'm happy with what I get, because the main stuff I want to put out is my food content.
Yeah.
And I actually have not filmed anything, but I got one video that I did.
Mm-hmm. One video that you did what?
Recently, ready to, that I just got to put together and send off to him. But, you know, I went to Louisiana, caught COVID, came back, then left to Jamaica for my mom's 70th. And now I only been back 2 days.
2 days.
So,
but I'm not going to let you use that as an excuse.
It's not an excuse. I need to get on top of that shit.
You could have been in Jamaica cooking, filming, doing stuff.
I filmed a lot of stuff, but I didn't film myself cooking. I filmed like content.
Were you in a villa or were you in a...
we were in a resort. We didn't have any access.
Access to cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't cook at all.
I think... Y'all go upstairs, man. I think you should hold yourself to a different standard of how you critique and how you want your shit to be. Do something. Just do whatever and just get out the footage. At least look at it and say, this is what I could do better here. And you got to stop being that way.
I got a cousin, LBC photographer. Hit him up. He's dope. That's his name on
LBC photographer
on Instagram.
On Instagram
yeah.
at LBC photographer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him up.
We'll add the link to you.
He's like, Cuzzo, he's like, I come through. He's like, I know we growing. He's like, I'm not worried about. He's like, just come through. I'll come through and catch some stuff. And so I'm gonna hit him up to actually start just coming through and maybe do like 2 cooks in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got some ideas that I'm gonna do.
Because so you had it booming and you don't want to fall out of the algorithm and this and that. Like, all that hard work. And this is in everything in life. This is all industries, all walks. When you put the sacrifice and the work into something, the sweat equity, and then you just double back and just like, oh, you know what, I'm chilling.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, what happened?
Now you got to build it back up. Like all that progress, you got to do it again.
Yeah.
Like,
but when I come back, it's gonna be video after video after video. My goal is to drop at least 2 to 3 videos a week.
Okay.
And then do some short form videos from the long form videos to have those up. So once I get that under control, it's gonna be more lucrative for me. It should be more lucrative for me and I'll have a rhythm where I'll just keep, even if like I'm leaving out of town, I still have stuff in the hole
stored up
that I can push out instead of just like, oh man, I'm gonna have to not do anything for 2 weeks. Cause I cook every day.
That's
so every single day.
Not just you cook every day, you cook multiple times a day.
Absolutely.
And all it takes is a 60-second film of just boom, 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 and you could just put that shit out.
As a short instead of the long form. Not everything has to be long form.
So stop doing that. Like, I'm your brother, and I love you.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I love you to death.
And you've motivated me to do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now. Like, to be honest, like, because you and Pun, like, y'all ain't just been on my ass. Pun, like, come on, bro, put your stuff out. And you calling me like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like, Pun to tell you, like, hey, why y'all not doing this?
Right.
Like, you cook, man, record it. You got to put that out. And you like, hey.
This is what needs to be done. Like, do this right now. And because I love you, I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt or whatever. But now I'm about to like hold you to the fire. Because
you should treat me how I was treating y'all when y'all was doing crazy shit. Like, bro, you home. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Look, I tell you all the time, put your face on the camera. You're a handsome dude. That's a big part of it.
Because I wasn't doing that at first.
You weren't doing that. And then start talking. Start talking. Get your face on there. Girls are going to be watching this and that. You might be able to have a demographic that none of us have.
Yeah.
Because cooking is a big niche. And I'm going to keep pushing you and demanding more of you because I know what you're capable of and I know how strong you are, how smart you are. And I'm not going to stop. Until you say that you're done with this shit, I'm going to keep pushing you to do more because we're only as strong as the weakest link. And we have to push each other because I don't benefit if you don't benefit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is us together.
Yeah.
And we're brothers. And I'm on Trey the same way. Pun is doing, like, nigga, look at all the shit this nigga's doing.
Shooting up.
It should be nothing but inspiration from us. Like, if this cat is doing that, there ain't nigga, you ain't never pictured
Pun doing this ever.
Nigga, Pun behind camera, doing character, conversation. Like, when you never thought that.
Not in a million years did I ever think I'd see Pun doing the stuff he doing right now. As far as being on camera.
On camera, yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been a brain.
Yeah, successful, whatever he put his mind to, he always was able to make that shit go. And I was like, when he came to us with the Aceboys World, I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, what? Man, I ain't being in front of a camera talking, like, what?
Like, I don't know about that, man.
And when we first got there, I was like real reserved and like not saying much because I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on here.
We didn't know what that was.
And
had you ever watched the podcast before?
Hell no, man.
I had never even watched the podcast.
Yeah. I was like, man, I don't know what this is. Like, we walked into that completely blind. And still to this day, like, I'm calculated on what I say and I don't jump into many conversations because I got kids and I don't want to, like, this stuff is here forever. So I always remember that. And I'm not like drinking and like losing my way and just going on tangents.
Right.
So I'm more reserved and people be like, hey, you got, like, I can't do it because I just, like, I got a family that I have respect for our name.
You're not built that way. It's just not in your DNA.
Yeah. Like, certain stuff I'm going to comment on, but other stuff, I'm like, you know, I'm not going to.
But that's good. That's
get involved in. I'm not going to promote it.
That's who you've always been, though. And like, and I just even last night, just you saying what you said about Teen Snipe, right?
Yeah.
Like, giving your honest opinion. People appreciate that.
Yeah.
There's got to be one person. There's got to be 2, 3, or whatever. But you got to be who you are. Exactly. It's not gonna be somebody. Everybody is not gonna agree.
Yeah, because everybody can like. Why? How all y'all happy about this?
Right.
Them making this song. Like, come on. At some point, somebody got to tell them like to stop. Like, just stop, y'all. Leave that man. Let that ship sail and let it go. Let's do our own thing. Quit using that for. Find something else. If you beefing, find another beef, man. This beef is over. Like, channel that shit back to wrestling. Nobody want to see the same wrestling match every 3 months.
Right. But I'm starting to see it like just like we didn't know how hard parenting was until we started parenting.
Man, yeah.
Like you don't know how hard and difficult it is until you become a parent. We didn't watch a podcast before this shit.
Nope.
We didn't watch a stream before this.
Never.
So I didn't even know what that other place was. I didn't even watch Pun and them on doing stuff like that. I didn't watch those
I didn't watch it either. I didn't watch it.
And so coming into it, we were blind, but all the way up until now, what is it, a year? Almost?
Yeah, it's about a year, maybe a little over a year.
I have a whole different outlook.
Yeah.
I have a whole different understanding. And the intricacies in the details in between the lines that it's like, oh, okay. I see what this play is. I see what's going on here.
I get that part of it and I understand that part, but it's like at some point, like, is this for real or are we just faking? Like, and that's like, I'm not gonna be faking, man. Like, I'm not with the faking stuff. So,
but that's a good thing. But we don't really know what's really going on either.
Yeah,
like we're not privy to
any of those relationships and what they are and what's going on behind the scenes. It's like,
so it's almost as if you gotta not worry yourself with that.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
And so, like, it's gonna go how it's gonna go. All we can do is make our own fucking content. That's all we can do. Make our own content, right?
Right. Make our own content and put it out and be the best Manny and the best Rios and let our shit skyrocket.
And the other thing is, even though we don't, you may not necessarily, just because he doesn't agree with Teen Snipe or what that beef is or what's going on there, do you think that means he don't support niggas? No, yes. That's just his opinion. That's his thought process. And you're allowed to have your opinion on things. How whack would it be if you weren't allowed to express
how you truly feel? You just gotta like, you know what, I'm gonna be with everybody. Y'all like it? All right, I like it. Nah, man, I don't like it, man. I don't like y'all did that, man.
Oh, shoot.
Y'all too talented to be wasting y'all time on that. Like, put out something that's gonna last the time. Like, something that's gonna be out forever.
Last eons?
Yeah, and it'll be there forever. Like, after this little 2-week, 3-week period with this, nobody's gonna ever pull that song up again. Nobody's playing that in their car. Like, you too talented, AD, to be doing stuff like this, man. Like, do what you do and stop making stuff for this guy.
Right. Both of them are very talented.
Yeah.
Like so let's talk about this. Let's get off that because I liked it. I didn't like it at first. And what I thought about, I was like,
I mean, they got off. I'm not talking about their lyrics. It's cool. I like that.
You just talking about
just like just the whole overall.
But I understand. Who is it? Stop knocking on the door, fool. You know I'm recording.
Kids gonna be kids, man.
Go around back. So they're both very talented in what they do, right? And so seeing how T-Rail is navigating this shit, right? Like how he's navigating with a wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm navigating life on my own without the microscope with my wife.
Yeah.
Imagine walking through life or going through life in a direction where you are under the microscope and everybody has access to say this is what you're doing or this is what you're doing wrong, this is what you're doing right. This is it. Like they're under the microscope.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not in a place where I'm like that knowledgeable in this field to where I can be like, this is not beneficial here. Like it to what his plan is, it may be beneficial.
Yeah.
To what your plan is, what your thought of what the plan is, it may not be.
Right.
But we really don't know. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying I'm just talking about navigating life as us as husbands, nigga.
Yeah.
Imagine navigating 5,000 viewers with your wife on there.
And everybody scrutinizing your wife. Like, that's a lot for them. They strong. I give it to T-Rail and Heather. It's strong dealing with that type of shit. Everybody just got something to say about everything. Y'all do. But they seem like they got a grasp on it. They don't give a shit.
They don't.
They've developed the I don't give a shit gene where they just worry about what they need to worry about. They don't concern themselves, but unless it's somebody like within their circle.
Yeah, they're immediate, yeah.
Says something like that. They're like, what type of time you on? Why were you saying this?
Yeah.
Like that. I respect them for wanting loyalty and like keeping certain shit off of camera. If you like my folks, like, why are you saying that?
Right. Let me know what's up.
Like, say that shit off the air and we can discuss it. Everything's not for the air, especially if you my people.
Right, exactly.
So for them to get mad at that, I give them the green light for that.
And
get on their ass, turn into a hurricane.
And then imagine being attacked all the time too. Like at some point, nigga, you gonna answer back. And then people are blaming you for this shit. And then this is your opinion. And this is like, it could get.
Yeah, but I mean, they've had the conversation where they've dealt with all of that and explained their side of the story. So how much more explaining do you need to do?
Right.
Like even like
maybe a little bit
on social
more.
Media, like if
maybe a little bit more. Nigga, we don't know.
Even on social media, I'll make my point. Like if I'm under some type of post or whatever, I'll make my point, and that's it.
That's it.
I'm not going back and forth with anybody unless it's a sports debate. Then I'm going back and forth all day. I'll do that all day. But if it's like something political or something, I'll just make my statement.
This nigga is lying. You will go back and forth about everything. It does not have to be sports or political.
Political. I'm not going to go back and forth. That's what I say. I won't do that.
Okay. Because you be.
Yeah. And sometimes I be doing that because I like to just spar with people. I just be wanting to spar just to make sure I can.
You be doing brain athletics.
Exactly. It was like, let me just go against the grain. Everybody here like Floyd Mayweather, great. I'm like, well, he almost lost to Castillo.
Right.
They were like, what? And I know Floyd is the greatest, so don't think for a second.
You playing the devil's advocate, just trying to see.
Yeah, and sometimes I just ask the question like, what if this happened?
Yeah.
So I like to do that often, just to go against the grain. So I ain't just like half the shit I don't even believe I'll be arguing. I just be wanting to see like I'm gonna get this argument because if everybody's in agreement, it makes
shit boring. Yeah, it makes it really boring. It doesn't. That's not life. That's not reality.
Yeah, everybody don't agree on stuff. So I'm like, all right, y'all all agree on that. All right, let me go to this opposite side.
Right. But look, then I'll say this also. It might be hindsight is 20/20, right?
Yeah.
Like it might be easier for me and you to be like, nigga, why you don't leave that shit alone? Do this and that. But you ain't rubbed elbows with this motherfucker. You ain't been behind closed doors and like we only hear and see what we see. Nigga, we don't really know the gist of what really goes on or being somebody stepping up for somebody and protecting somebody.
Yeah.
And then looking back like, nigga, I did all this shit for you and then you do this. And it's
ungrateful piece of.
And I'm not saying right or wrong, but motherfuckers move how they move. And I'm not saying anybody's wrong either. I'm not saying anybody's right.
Yeah.
They moving how they want to move. Yeah. And it could be productive, it could not be.
And it's getting the views and it's getting the reaction that they want. And that's basically what they're doing it for a reaction. They're not doing it because they're like, I just want to put this out just to get this off my chest. It's like, no, I'm giving this to the fans. I want them to be able to see us having a good time dissing this cat.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But I understand what they're doing, but I just feel like they're better than that. Both of them. Well, AD musically and T-Rail just creatively with everything that he does as far as this podcast and shit.
Right. And
they're very talented and don't have to keep sparring with this cat to get views.
But look, this is all new. This is all new. Also, like it's gonna be bumps and bruises, trials and tribulations. So I get it and I feel you and you're right. You're right. But what do you see with all this? How do you feel about outside looking in? Try to be outside looking in with this social media, with Fig Community World, Back on Fig, Community, ACEBOYS Worldwide, Apollo, all these other platforms. What do you see future for this?
I think it's bright. As long as you smart, creative, and have some type of intelligence and can entertain people, I think the sky's the limit for anybody who want to jump into this genre of
avenue, whatever this industry is.
Yeah, jump into it and it can be lucrative for you if that's what you're looking for. But if some people are looking for it for money, some people are looking for it for fame, and some people are looking to do it just to get information out to people.
Right.
Like some people just don't have the life experience or know anyone that they can like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have someone out there been through all of these trials and tribulations and willing to openly tell them what they went through and how they overcame it and looking back on it, how it's made them change the way they want to move going forward. Like a lot of people don't have people in their life to tell them that, and they can come to your podcast or your shows.
That's real. That's a great take on that.
Yeah, and you give them that information, and so some people use this just to like, I'm just here if it's for. It don't matter.
Whatever it is.
If you can save one person's life by giving them and you may never know whose life you say. It can be hundreds, it can be thousands, it can be whatever. But just putting this out there and having it available for people, like I'm just a regular person. I didn't go to school to get a degree and this stuff. I'm literally telling you my life situations and how I navigated them and how I used them to make me a better person.
Right.
So it's just whatever you decide you want to do with this in this platform or in this genre of entertainment,
go for it.
Yeah. But don't worry about your views and all that stuff. Like somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching.
If you got one viewer, that's one more than anybody who got zero.
Hey, and don't let somebody talk you out of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like they may not find value in what you're doing, but as long as you find value, it's fine. But look at that. That's how trippy this shit is. This is how crazy it is. 2 years ago, we didn't know nothing about this.
Not a single thing.
To the point to where we are now where it's like, oh, this shit is powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, this has endless opportunities, but we didn't even know nothing about it. Is that just because we was old fucks?
Possibly. And just we was in our own little world, in our own bubbles. Our bubbles of parenting and family. And just, that's it.
That's it.
And work. That was our
because I knew about podcasts, but I never understood why somebody would listen to a podcast or this. But now I listen to audibles, I listen to podcasts because now I understand what's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh shoot, there is great information out there. You can look up a podcast on ghosts, a podcast on serial killers, all that stuff. And I didn't know it was like that. So I'm very happy to be here in this space and excited to what the future holds. Because look at now, the president-elects, where are they going? Podcasts.
Yeah, they ain't doing it.
And you a political person.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen that. Like they're reaching out to
actual podcast teams and whatever, like, hey, we want to come on. And some podcasts are having them on and some people aren't.
Right.
Like Theo Von, he had Trump on. I was like, this is crazy, man. Like, who would ever expect to see Theo Von or Trump sitting with Theo Von?
Oh, shoot.
And Theo Von is funny as hell, man.
Funny as hell. Oh, keep talking. I got something for y'all. I got a delivery right now. Keep talking.
Okay.
All right, just chill real quick.
Nice.
So vicious. Like,
got some cool colors too.
Cool colors. So we were just talking about how lucrative the business is and how out of the loop we were about what's going on. And the sky's the limit for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so with what Pun is doing, with what AD and T-Rail are doing, and we're falling behind them doing what we're doing. Yeah. The cooking, that's endless opportunities. You know, so
everybody love to cook. People eat every day.
Every day.
As long as it's entertaining and good cooks, it's a field for somebody to jump in, and I'm jumping in feet first.
When we gonna do another Let's Eat?
Soon, man. We just gotta
get.
I'm
the time
available,
here.
man.
I'm available. But you be out of town a lot lately. You been having a lot to track and this and the kids.
After October 13th, I'll be in town. I don't see myself leaving again until around the top of the year when we go to New York for the.
Oh yeah, for the New Year's.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so supposedly next week I'm doing Let's Eat and interview with Trey next weekend.
Let's Eat?
Yeah.
You and Trey or?
Trey is going to come with us next weekend to do a Let's Eat.
Oh, okay. You and Ayana or us?
Us, fool.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, man.
Oh, my.
I'm out of the loop, man. You literally just said this right now, man. I don't be knowing, man. Yeah, when did we have this discussion? Hey, man. Amen.
Come on. Keep up, man.
I'm trying to.
Trey is going to do a Let's Eat. He's coming, and we're going to do this. Okay. So, but I feel like we could knock two birds out with one stone.
We can.
And then even possibly do another idea that I have. Yeah.
When you get your kitchen done, I'm going to come over here and do a show up in there.
When the kitchen is done, you can have access to all that.
Cook for it.
Hey, it's going to be so bomb. But so we got Let's Eat coming up. We could do a Let's Eat soon. And with that, are we going to do our debate show?
We should. Yeah, I'm with it.
You with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to debate. Just sports, we're going to do.
It could be anything. Yeah. I think we should do like 5 topics. Or actually, I'm going to let's ask the chat. So me and Manny are going to do a debate show or a him versus me show about different topics. I was thinking like the old white man and the bald black dude.
Oh, Partner Interruption.
Partner Interruption, like that style where we have topics on the side and we give our opinion on them.
Yeah, that'll work.
But I got to just figure out how to edit and do that stuff. But that's just one idea. We can still do other things, or we can still throw them back and forth, whatever sticks. But
I think that can be done easily in this.
In here?
Yeah.
Where we just put the topic up there?
Yeah, on the side.
And have a timer on it?
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah. And then just highlight the next one.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I think that'd be good. Because you are definitely on the losing streak, right?
Nah, not really. I mean, it just be stuff that it'd be a spur of the moment. We at Ace Boys Worldwide, man. Be so much shit going on.
Exactly.
Like I just be trying to come, and then y'all don't be giving me an opportunity to get my information. So I just got to say something. Oh, shit. And then I end up fact checking myself.
Yeah, and be proving yourself wrong. Yeah. Like, goddamn, Manny.
Yeah, but if I know what's going on, I already have my information already in line. Like I'm just like winging stuff. Like just like when I thought it was the player from Memphis that was killed.
Yeah.
And not Steve McNair.
It was the basketball player.
Yeah, it was the basketball player, and I was thinking it was Steve McNair.
You be getting a lot of stuff wrong like that, but it's all good. It's okay.
Hey, man. It just be the spur of the moment, man, and I'm like,
Okay.
But it's like I said, this is a circus, man. When it's a circus, man, I just be like, man, y'all cats be doing anything in there.
Oh, it sounds like an excuse, cuz.
It's not an excuse. It just be a circus, and I just don't be on my A game. I don't be on my A game.
So
when
you
it's
calling niggas clowns?
Yeah, pretty much. Absolutely. It's a fucking circus, man. The ringmaster is clowns.
Oh, shit. That shit is funny. But whatever. Okay, let's go. Okay, we kind of veered off to that. Let's get to some serious shit that I've been wanting to talk to you about because now that I'm an adult and I look back on it, the importance of your religion and how it's shaped you to be how strong you are, because it shaped me. It had an impact on me, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
It had an impact on me. It gave me like an advantage of understanding. Because there's a lot of people that are in this world that are ignorant to Islam, right?
Yeah.
And so it was such a blessing in disguise for me to have that understanding, to be able to go through Ramadan and witness and be a part of the prayers in the morning as a young Christian. You know what I mean? I was raised Christian, but my second father, your dad, is Muslim. My father, Christian, our father, Muslim. Yeah. And you guys going through Ramadan and having to do the sports that we were playing, like in
dead heat.
I had no sympathy or empathy for y'all at the time as a kid, because I was just, you're all about self.
Yeah.
But now that I realized what we were doing and you guys were doing it on an empty stomach.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That was a tough time. And it just built character. And it seemed like every time the month of Ramadan comes, I'm actually the best version of myself ever. Like, I'm thinking clearly. My body feels good because I'm not just processing the stuff I eat all day.
BS.
Yeah.
The BS. It's a fast.
Yeah.
And it's a reason. There's a reason they've been doing it forever, because it does give you clarity. It does clean you out. It does give you a clear thought on things and how to move forward.
Yeah.
And so do you attribute that to stuff like that in your life? Like what that taught you to be able to be running middle distance track? For our track, we went to Long Beach Poly.
Yeah.
And Long Beach Poly is a prolific athletic department, athletic school, football, basketball, track. And the middle distance team that we were on was called Death Row.
So that alone tell you what it was serious out there. Death Row was no joke, man.
It was, and it was middle distance. So it was it 400?
400, 800, and the mile. Yeah.
So we all ran the 4, the 8, and the mile. At any given time, they'd come and be like, all right, you running a mile, get up. You don't know. Like, you don't even know. And so we ran, do you remember when we were at Cal State Long Beach and we ran 25 200s?
Yes.
Back to back?
And then that the one I fell.
Yeah.
And you was... And then the cold thing is I wore sweats to practice, and Clarence made me do the workout all over again.
Oh, man.
And
we were so insensitive at the time.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that was the funniest thing to me in the world, because it was one of the hardest workouts I've ever done in my life. And he had to do it twice because he wore sweats. But you run a 200, stop, walk across the track, run it again, walk across the track, run it again 25 times, and you had to do it at a time. Under 25 seconds.
Yeah, you couldn't just... Was it... Maybe like... It's probably 28 seconds. I think they had
28
to do
seconds?
Because they want us... You know how we run the 800?
Yeah.
They want you to
run the 28 to run the time of your lap.
Exactly.
So we had to do that 25 times with no rest besides walking across the track.
If you walk too slow, they telling you, hey, you go get another one if you don't hurry up. So...
But... The incredible thing about the magnificent miracle about it was, nigga, y'all was doing that shit on an empty stomach.
Man, no water, no food. Well, we ate
8 in the morning,
but the practice would be at like noon in the middle peak.
No, hold on. You ate at farmer's morning, like before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
That was 4 o'clock.
Exactly.
So you were eating at 4 o'clock in the morning We were running track practice at 3:30.
Yeah,
Nigga, that's 11 hours.
of nothing.
And
Man.
guess what? I didn't know y'all wasn't drinking water, nigga.
Nothing, man. We was out there. It was a struggle, man.
Oh man, I have
It
such
was a
a
struggle.
different understanding and respect for you guys. Cause I really didn't respect you guys.
Like, look at these guys.
But you guys used to be cramping up.
Yeah.
And then the coaches would be like understanding at some point, sometimes,
Yeah.
but not really.
Yeah. They didn't get it because they didn't.
They weren't really understanding of what was going on.
'Cause I think we were probably like the only Muslims to come through Poly and run track.
Right.
Like
Maybe
nobody,
Naima. Was Naima?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know. If
I don't know.
was or
She
not.
might not have been. But
Only person I remember is Zahelia
Zahelia,
and us.
yeah, because she used to be struggling through.
Yeah, but I don't know if she always fasted because some people were nation,
Mm-hmm.
and before the nation aligned themselves with the actual Muslim Ramadan calendar, they would do it in like December because the sun goes down a lot earlier. Like that's when that month they would do it and make it easier. And they was like, that's not the right way to do it. We go get on the actual Ramadan calendar where it changes throughout the year, so you
Yeah.
can experience Ramadan
At
for
different
a
times.
long.
Yeah.
From you don't eat till 8:30, 8:45, or then when you get into the winter months, you're eating it. You break fast around 4, 5, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot smaller.
But the sun
Amount of
has to be
fasting.
down.
Yeah, it just got a sunset.
Sunset
Yeah, it's not sun.
down.
Yeah,
Just
completely
the
black.
moment of sunset. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that's when you.
Nigga,
can
that's
break
pretty
your
much the
fast.
sundown. Sunset
Yeah,
is the sundown.
Absolutely.
That's 5 minutes.
And then you have to, but you have to eat before daybreak, not sunrise.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's tough, man.
Do you get anxiety thinking back about that? Like how tough that was?
Nah, I love it. Like,
Did you look forward to it as a kid?
No, I did not. As a kid, no.
Do you make your kids do it?
Yeah, they do it.
Okay.
They
Are you
they
making Araya do it during track?
I don't know. These kids aren't built the same.
They're not.
So, and they don't eat right.
Don't sleep right.
None of that stuff. So I don't know if it'll be healthy for her to do it.
That's a tough one. You know what I mean? Because she's just as active as we are.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
just as active. She's playing flag football, track.
Yeah.
The
only difference is she's not running long distance.
Not long
or
distance.
middle distance. She's
Oh, man,
running
that was-
sprints.
That was like crazy.
Yeah.
Remember, I got kicked off the cross country team.
Yeah. And I remember I quit the cross country team.
I got kicked off the cross. Why did I get kicked off the cross country team?
What did you do? I can't remember what you did, but I know what I.
I rode the bus back.
The runabout. Because we ran from Poly to downtown to the Queen Mary. And then you got on the runabout, which is free. And it takes you from a certain point in downtown to like a point, more north part where you can get off in.
I took the bus back. I took the bus back and acted like I ran back. And they caught me.
Yeah.
And they kicked me off the team. And that was the year they won the state championship.
Yep. And I quit because we went up to Signal Hill. We ran from Poly to Signal Hill.
And it worked
Then
out.
we did a 30-minute run
Mm-hmm.
before they built all those houses. And they're like, all right, now we're going to do the workout. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, you guys know what? I stood up and everybody, I was like, I respect everything y'all doing, but this is not for me. And I'm going to go ahead and head back to Poly and I'm done with cross country. Never went back out there again, man.
Hey, cross country was a beast.
Because that's where we just run from Poly there and we would do
Work out there.
Yeah.
But
It's
not,
like you got
not do a 30-minute warm-up, though.
No, we did the 30-minute run and then we would go back. Or
no, we
would
won't do a workout up there.
Yeah, that's right. Or it would be either the 30-minute run and go back, or we would run and then we would run up the hill a few times. So we did cross country. They're like, we're going to do the 30-minute run.
Damn.
Then we're going to run up this hill like 20 times. I was like, I'm not.
Yeah,
And
that shit was incredible.
Because I thought practice was over after we did the 30 minutes. I was like, I can do the 30-minute run.
And you gave it your all, too, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, so that was just a warm-up? I was like, no way.
And we ran cross country with one of the best white boy cross country runners that Poly has ever seen.
Yeah, the Durhams.
The Durhams. Aaron and Chad and Durham.
Yeah.
Chad and Aaron.
Yep, Tyler, rest in peace. He was good,
Tyler
too.
was good.
And then Big John, the other tall guy, he was Kareem's class. He was good, too. Well, him, Kareem, and Chad, they were the big dogs.
I got so many stories about track and how I fucked up in track. We're not gonna get into that today, but so many. But I don't want to break too far away from like what we're on about the Islam. Do you plan on going to Mecca?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely plan on going on Hajj because I'm going everywhere else.
Right.
So Hajj is very important. So,
but at what age are you planning? So if you don't know, to explain if they don't know to anybody.
Hajj is the pilgrimage that every able Muslim should do. It's one of the pillars of Islam, and Hajj is a requirement for anybody that's able. And you go to Mecca, and all the Muslims around the world go, and it's a point where you're enlightened with the you're praying, you're walking around the Kaaba stone, which is the big black stone covered in the middle of Mecca. You praying, you hanging out, you're there, you're reading the Quran. It's just a moment of like you're fasting. It's
just a beautiful moment.
Yeah, and every Muslim is supposed to do it.
Every Muslim is supposed to do it. Every Muslim man or every Muslim? Every Muslim. Yeah. So the rock is supposed to be that pillar, or what is it called?
Kaaba stone.
The Kaaba stone is supposed to be the center.
Yeah.
Of what? Is it the center?
I don't know if it's the center of.
I think it's the center. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah. Pull it up.
I think it might be the center of the world.
I don't want to say something wrong.
Let me see.
Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the greatest Muslim in the world.
Ain't nobody the greatest nothing.
Yeah. Our parents put a...
What is it called?
K-A-B-B-A.
K-A-B-B-A.
Stone. Because I highly revered stone.
Uh-oh. This is at 127. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the physical center of the earth.
Yep. It's crazy.
You know that's on some different shit.
Yeah.
You know that's a different kind of energy. So that stone that they walk around, that you pray around.
You walk around.
You walk around, but you're praying as you are.
You walk
around.
Yeah, but you're praying, but you're not doing the full like prayer.
Yeah, we're going down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it is the center
of the earth.
The physical center of the earth.
And that's when we face east to pray.
And you're praying to that.
Yeah, to the Kaaba stone.
Okay. And so, damn, that's
so dope. In that direction.
That's so dope.
We're not praying to it, but praying in that direction.
And I just think that it was such a blessing for me growing up as a child to be able to understand both sides, right? Like to see, because when we were young, it wasn't a lot of Muslims, young boys, young families that we were dealing with that were Muslims.
Nah, we were the only ones.
The only ones.
Yeah.
And so I got such a good understanding of the religion. And so when people were saying all the ugly stuff and saying this, that, I was a great advocate for it. No, you don't understand. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you just said, no, I'm not Muslim, but I know enough to tell you that you don't know anything that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Especially when they say like, oh, you hate Jesus. They hate. It's so far from the truth.
It's so far from the truth.
It's so far from the truth that how does that even, if you know anything about Islam or Muslim, how does that even come out your mouth? If you know anything, that would never come out your mouth.
Ever.
Because guess what? When they say it, they have to say the honorable prophet.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Peace be upon him and all, yeah.
And that's the highest respect you could pay.
Yeah.
And so that was always my argument. But I want to thank you and your family for allowing me in and allowing me to take part in that and making me not ignorant to certain things about life. And it's one of the Abrahamic religions that I think everybody should read the Quran.
Yeah.
I think even if you're not a Muslim, even if you're not a Christian, I think you should read the Bible. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
just to read it.
Like we've read the Bible. Like my grandma is Christian.
Right.
She was Christian. And we went to church with her. We went to the mosque. We prayed. We do all this. So we have
grandma whooped me.
Yeah, I know. She whooped you. Because you wouldn't get out the shower. She had to pee. She was... She's like, boy, if you don't get out the shower, grabbed his ass up out of there.
Rest in peace to grandma, man. Love that lady, dude. Like, both our grandmas. Like,
his grandma made the best burger I've had in my life to this day.
Dude, that is so funny, so crazy. But thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you just coming and just being able to share a little bit with us.
Yeah.
And I'm good. Like I said, I'm gonna stay on you about your stuff, about
yes, you should
putting content out, because we got big plans, man. Like,
absolutely,
for the future and for our children to come behind us and to see what their parents are doing. I think it's important for our children to see, damn, look at what dad is doing. Yeah. Something he's not used to. He's learning something new. Yeah. And he's thriving in it. He's putting his all into it. I think it's good for our babies to see that.
Yeah, and don't be scared to take risks. Even like when we go on vacation to these resorts and stuff, when we take the kids, man, I'll go on stage during the shows at the resorts and embarrass myself just to show them, like, we'll never see these people again. Like, just go up here and have fun.
Their perception does not matter. What they think does not matter.
Yeah, so I just let them, even if they don't take the risk now, as they get older, because, you know, when you're a teenager, you think you're just cool. Yeah. Just everything.
I think you're the center of the world.
I'm not going to do that.
You think you're the cobbler.
Yeah, but I'm going to go up there and embarrass myself and embarrass y'all real quick.
Right.
And y'all go see me up there having a good time.
Right.
And that's just that. Like, I got footage of all this shit, man.
That's bomb, though, because it's everlasting memories. You know what I mean? Like, our parents would have never done that.
Absolutely not.
Like, what? Yeah. Come on.
Like, my dad up on stage party.
That'd beat somebody up. Like, you better not even look at me. Like, so we're being the change. You know what I mean? And not saying that they were bad, but we're elevating. You know what I mean? Like, growing and being more. And
I used to think my dad was so mean and, like, not cool at all. This guy is the funniest man on the... He might be the funniest man on the planet.
Hey, he's coming next.
Yeah. I'm going to get him in here.
Did you tell him?
No, I'm going to just tell him.
I thought you was texting him.
No, I wasn't texting him. He don't even respond to text. He just sends text. He don't respond to it.
He sends us text all day long.
He sends text, but he don't respond to text. He's like, I saw it. I'm like, just say something. Pops is crazy.
Big M. His dad sends me at least 5 texts a day.
5?
Yeah.
It's got to be more than that.
It's more than that?
Man, this cat be sending about 100 texts. Well, it maybe just be 5 for you because he's sending it to you just singularly.
Just individually.
See, what he's doing to us, he's sending it to us singularly. Then he's sending it in like 7 group chats. So, you know.
Oh, you get the same message about 5 times.
Yeah. The same message, yeah. So, because some of my siblings and my mom have Android phones. So I don't know what that does to the group chats, but it just makes like 7 different group chats in his own. I've went in his phone and deleted like all those extra chats. Like, this is the only one. And they like zombies, man. They just keep coming back. You can't get rid of them, man. So we be getting like the same text message like 15, 20 times. I'm like, oh my God.
They should have never taught us, our parents, how to use
Nisa did it. My little sister's responsible for all of this.
God damn it, Nisa.
She got them on Facebook.
Did it as a joke, too.
She got them on Facebook.
As funny as she is, she probably did it as a joke.
She got them on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Oh, man.
And that's it. I think those are only 3. She got them on all those things. Yeah,
that's enough.
I'm like, why'd you do this?
He's one of the most interesting men that I've ever met, and just it's such a blessing that that's like my pops. You know what I mean? Like that he got to be such a big part of my life. You know, and before I met him, before I knew him, the life that he just is that guy.
You know what's crazy? Kendra just texted me out of the blue yesterday. He was like, "Hey man, I don't know how your parents used to have those spreads laid out for
everybody.
Like, he's like, man, he's like, I'm here and all of y'all. He's like, it's just me and my 3 kids, man. I don't even know."
Every day.
Yeah.
They used to have a spread of food every day where they would feed their children, but all of their friends.
And when it's all of us got friends, everybody, there's about 15, 20 kids over there. And there's always enough food.
I don't know how they did it, actually.
Yeah. And she wasn't even cooking for that many people, but it was always enough food for everybody. It's crazy. I still don't know how they do it. And it wasn't like they was giving us hot dogs and top ramen.
No.
This was real
lamb.
Meals.
Like, yeah. I was
like enchiladas. It was just all kind of stuff. I was like, it's crazy. And he literally just texted me out the blue yesterday.
Damn. How did they...
I don't know, man.
Oh, Muhammad was on one. It was hustling. Because how do you afford that?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so much food every day.
Every day. I don't care if it was just us,
Oh,
5 or 6 at the house, or if it was 20 to 30 people there. It was enough food, and people just be popping up on Sunday because they know Sunday for sure it was going down. So people just show up on Sundays just
sitting around.
Yeah, like we know some food coming through.
Dang, that's true. Yeah. But your house has always was always the kicking spot.
Yeah,
and that was it was also neutral ground.
Yeah, and it wasn't a kicking spot where bad behavior was allowed. Like it was a family vibe. Like everybody was like watching sports. You
better behave yourself.
Yeah,
because
you getting lectured.
Right. Yeah. Everybody respected Muhammad. Everybody respected Zarifa. And they set the standard. They set the tone of like this is no BS. So it was always neutral ground. You would have this side.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful thing. Like I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was like the United Nations. Everybody over there, and everybody just know they role.
That's damn. Now that I think about it, that was major.
Yeah,
that was really major, and it was all the way from the east side, from Molino to Cali.
Yep,
it just continued. But major shout out to your parents. Major shout out to your dad, your mom. Happy belated birthday to Zarifa.
Turned 70. Had a beautiful time in Jamaica with her.
That's so awesome.
Full of energy.
Hey, she had a good time?
Yeah, she had a great time.
Good. Man. So you bring in Big M. Yep. He'll be here. And I just want to chop it up with him. I just want to tell him how appreciative and just thank him for being who he is in my life. So let's get, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Before you go, man.
So the pod got interrupted. We got some new merch that I got designed.
I'll be the first person to buy one right now.
Coffee with Rios. Put it in there. Like, let's go.
There's more.
There's more. We got. Put this out the way.
Yes, sir.
Which camera am I going to?
This one.
Oh, you know what? I need to do this. Boom.
There we go. You might want to go back. That's hot. That's fresh, homie. Every day is another opportunity to be impactful, make a shift in someone's life for the better.
What?
Got words of
read this one to him. Read this one to him.
Life is great and the world is beautiful. But I have to say, coffee makes it even better. Get your coffee with Rios, man.
Get your stuff. This is the one though. Like this is the donut. Closer on this. That's rash.
Yeah.
Oh, we
got something for you for the golfs.
Rios apparel. And
this is the one with the trip.
This is Coffee with Rios, AAA.
Assess, address, adjust. You know what it is.
Baby. Got my 3 shirts, my first pieces of merch right here.
Y'all run it up, man.
Hey, this shit is tight. I'm so happy about
Full
this.
camera on, man.
Go.
Yeah, man. Get it out there, man. Y'all run it up, man. Come by.
Let's go. I'm so glad.
Buy him out.
I'm glad it happened while you was here too.
Yeah.
Put that up, Manny.
Yeah. Run it up. Buy all of this stuff. Let's get this out. Get his inventory to 0.
Right.
By the end of the week.
Oh, Coffee with Rios. I gotta put a little store in the YouTube.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this green one. It's extra large.
I got extra and XXL.
Yeah, I need this green one.
Okay.
I'm gonna wear that Friday.
But shout out, man. I'm so
shout
happy.
out you, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Hey,
you doing your stuff, man. You working all in the background, man.
I'm trying to do some stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it
got
going.
Your setup nice. Got your merch, man. Keep growing, man.
Just just simple conversations, just being real, raw, authentic. And I appreciate you coming through. I'm glad that the merch came while you was here. You know what I mean? Like that was awesome. But shout out to everybody out there. This is Reality Check with Rios. This is my boy Manny, my brother. All the love in the world for this guy.
Appreciate you, my guy.
So we'll have another episode. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yes, sir.